Hi everybody. So I was just doing some soldering for some more USB GPIB adapters, and I figured that I would do a little video to show you what my Reflow oven setup is like. I mentioned it in the past, but I haven't gone into too much detail about it, so I figured I would just do a little overview. So this board here just came out of the oven. It was a couple little solder joints on it just because the solder paste is a little messed up at first when first being used after taking it out of the refrigerator. And I've got two more boards here that are just about to go in and everything. Let me see, maybe if I go on this angle a little bit, the sun will mess with the camera a little less. So basically what we've got going on is we've just got a thermocouple that just goes in. I believe it's a K-type thermocouple. And so I just put it into my little toaster oven here. I got this at Canadian Tire. It's just a Black & Decker. Can't remember what the exact model is, but if you look at it, you know, if you're interested, you can figure it out on your own. It's a convection model, and what I was looking for when purchasing it was, I was looking on the back where it says how much power it draws. I was looking for the highest power model that had the smallest internal volume, right? So that means it was it could potentially raise the temperatures the highest without having to add any extra insulation or anything like that on the walls. And right here for the control board is just my Arduino, and it's got the Rocket Scream Reflow oven controller shield attached to it. So there it is. It just says ready right now. It's just showing the temperature on the inside. Of course, it's above ambient temperature because I did just finish reflowing that one board already. And these wires coming out of here go to the relay, and that goes in here. Let's see if I can get it open. Not the best thing ever. A little bit of struggling there. And there's my relay. So I've just got it shoved into here just so that nobody accidentally touches it while it's plugged into the wall. It's just plugged in down there, so when I'm done I just hit the button on the power bar there. So the settings for the actual oven, I just have it set to stay on, so that the whole thing, including the convection fan and everything, turns on and off with the solid state relay being toggled by the Arduino. So it's got two buttons on it. Not quite sure what the second button is for, if anything. Maybe it's just there for a spare for future or firmware or something like that. But if I hit the number 1 key, it turns on. So it's going to start climbing. So if I point this at it, and we can get a reading here. Don't have the best camera in the world, so I have to just deal with that. But it says preheat, and it's slowly climbing. So that's going to climb up to, I think I have it set to 100 and I don't know, maybe 50 or something like that. I can't remember. It follows the temperature profile right now of lead-free solder. And so it'll go there, and then it'll slowly ramp up for a little bit just to let all the parts bake, and then it'll shoot up to 250, I believe, for the actual soldering part. So the little elements are turning on and everything, so that's going to do its thing for a little bit, and I'll show you what it's like at the next phase. So right now we're at about 145, it says. So right now it's in the soak phase. So now the relay is going to turn on and off. So as you can see and probably hear, it's pulsing on and off because it's using a PID library to control its on-off routine. So it's just going to do that for a while, and it says on the board soak. So we're at 155 right now, and that's going to keep climbing for a bit. And there's a nice little shot of the boards in there as they soak right now. We're at 170 degrees Celsius, and I can't really get any better ones. I guess I could have moved the boards closer, but this camera doesn't focus too well on really close objects, at least in video mode. So we're now in the reflow stage. We're up to 210 degrees. I tried a different setting on my camera here, so I might be able to focus a little bit better at this point. Let's see what happens. 215. You know, this might come out on camera, this might not. We'll end up seeing what happens. But here's the boards there. And we're nearing in. Oh, we just passed 230. So the lead-free solder should now all be molten, doing its thing. I think lead-free is, I can't remember its actual melting point there. I know that Reflow, it's asked that you go between 240 and 250 up to, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's where the alloy melts at. As you can see here, oh, there we go, it was set to 245. So it just hit 245 right as I was panning down, and now it's in cool. So now it's just going to stay off, and it will eventually beep when it gets down to 100 degrees Celsius. So I'm not going to sit here and wait for that, though. I continue to assemble additional boards while waiting for the oven to do its thing. So anyways, that was it. This is going to go down now. Once it beeps at 100, then I open the door and let it cool down some more before I actually go in and grab it. And then fix any solder joints, put the connectors on. Anyways, I hope that was useful, guys, and I will see you all next time.